Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My name is Julia Aurelia and I'm here to do your reading for March 2022. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm using the Thelema or Thelema Tarot. I don't know how to really pronounce that. It's this one here. It's a super powerful deck that I just recently have rediscovered. I have this already in my collection, I think almost 3 years almost, yeah. And well, it just came to me and I've decided to only use the major arcana to really give you a very deep, in-depth reading. I will also clarify the cards with the Thelema or Thelema Lenormand or Lenormand. So many different languages, you just don't know how to pronounce anything these days. And I will also give you a card from the Monologe manifestation deck at the end of the reading. So I'm going to look into your past, present and future, and let's see what the energies are for you. Okay, the first is the Lovers. Please, the Death, past energy for, and wow, and the Devil. I will pull all of the cards first and go into the reading once all the cards are on the table. What are the present energies? What are the present energies for Gemini? What are the present energies for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wow. Very, very powerful here with the Strength and the Empress in the present moment. So for March, basically, and the near future for Gemini. Temperance. Oh, well, this was a little bit too much, so sorry. What are the energies for Gemini in the near future? Gemini in the near future, please. The Hanged Man. Gemini for the near future, please. And the Wheel of Fortune. Right. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Fool. So the overall energy of your reading is new beginnings, new chances, new opportunities, taking a leap, having faith into the unknown and jumping basically into the unknown, jumping into a new phase of your life. So that could literally mean the whole of your life is transforming and changing at the moment, or a very specific topic which could refer to relationships or job or whatever this is related to you. Let's put this to the side and go deeper into your reading. Okay. Okay, with everything circling around the Hermit, I do get a feeling of you finding meaning. It feels like you are searching for a purpose, and actually it feels like you are finding your purpose, your calling. That's the energy I'm getting. You look deep into yourself, into your own energies. I feel like it's very important that you do something that excites you. I do feel like it's very important that you do something that you enjoy doing. And I do feel with the Hermit in the middle, you are at the moment figuring out these topics. So there is an energy with the Hermit of withdrawing. Maybe you are withdrawing from a specific social circle or from work. Or you feel like you need to withdraw and have a little bit more alone time. That could be possible as well, to find the answers to the questions that you're asking at the moment. So this energy of soul searching, on searching for meaning, searching for purpose, and then with this create a new beginning, feels like that's a very dominant aspect at the moment in your energy for March. Now let's start with the past, or let's go now to the past. We do see the Lovers, Death and the Devil. The Lovers can mean, basically in essence, I would say 2 different meanings. First, obviously, for some of you, this could be a very powerful soulmate connection that could come in as a love relationship, a friendship, sometimes also in work areas. So I do feel like for some of you, the Lovers in the past relate to a very powerful soulmate connection. But there is some sort of attachment with the Devil being here. and I feel like something has ended or transformed, and it's about letting go the attachments in this situation, letting go the aspects that are blocking you or the two of you to be aligned in harmony with each other. Sometimes that's not always possible. So sometimes people are just too different and then they drift apart, and I think it's very important to acknowledge this as well, to not to basically not hold on to a very strong connection, because sometimes you're just not compatible, you're not very suited for each other. And I think it's important to acknowledge this as well, and don't go into the energy of constant self-improvement here in order to keep a relationship balanced. And this is something I'm getting here as well, that there might have been some attachments or blockages within yourself or the other person or the both of you, where somebody may have tried to keep something working, and that might have come with a price. It might have come with some sort of cost, like you're sacrificing part of yourself and who you are. Self-improvement is good, but if it makes you personally happy, and it should be for you, and that you are interested in releasing your blockages and the energies that are holding you back. And I think that is the main thing, because I feel like self-improvement can also, in the extent and in the extreme, go into a toxic pattern and behavior that is rooted in you trying to keep the harmony, keep the peace, and therefore constantly looking at yourself like, what could I do better, etc. And these are all honorable questions that we should all ask ourselves on a constant base. But I feel like in the past there might have been something where you gone a little bit too deep into it, with the root being actually fear and attachment to a person or a connection. Now, the Lovers also talks about a decision. So therefore, the Lovers stand for a decision made of love or out of self-love. So it's a very individual card in that sense, where you need to decide for yourself what is good for you and what not. So in that sense, this row can also mean that you have decided in the past that something is holding you back, and that there's a blocking energy that you decided to transform or let go. Coming now to the present, especially like I said, this is a March reading. I feel like you're stepping more and more into your power, but you find this through isolation, through taking time for yourself, nurturing yourself, withdrawing, like I already said, from a specific environment here. And it feels like you have an enormous inner strength to overcome challenges. And maybe you say, yeah, because I need to, right? Because what else should I do? But I do feel like you need to acknowledge that this is part of your superpower, that you have this inner strength, because not everybody can do what you do. Not everybody has the same strength, and I do feel like you have this strength within you here. You also have the strength to be on your own and to be with yourself. And with the Empress here, it's all about nurturing. And with the Empress and the strength and the Hermit in the center of the reading here, I feel like it's a lot about nurturing yourself, finding your inner light. And I also see that you have a lot of wisdom in you. The Empress tells me also that this is an energy of abundance. So you might want to look into creating more wealth in your life, creating more abundance in your life. And what does it mean? With what kind of energies do you surround yourself in order to attract more abundance? I feel like the Empress is also a very strong indicator for this. So what kind of energies do you let into your life that are reflecting your abundant state, and what are the energies that are draining you? And that might be here connected as well, right? So very likely it is, otherwise it wouldn't show up. So let's go into the future. we have Temperance here and the Hanged Man and the Wheel. And the Wheel is a completely different energy to those energies. Because here we have patience. So it does seem to me that there is a period coming towards you where before the big change comes, it feels like you need to be a little bit patient, because there's something you need to see, something you need to learn. You need a different perspective onto something or have new insights, and this only comes with patience or taking a time out. Now, the Temperance card also talks about an inner transformation, bringing two aspects of yourself into balance, acknowledging that there is duality within yourself. And with acknowledging this, saying like, okay, I can be this and I can be that at the same time, I feel like there is something where you might struggle within yourself, because you might have some different which we all have, different aspects of you, and you realize that, and you might struggle and fight against yourself because you think, yeah, but I shouldn't have this aspect if I want to be that. And I feel like there is a thing where you are acknowledging something here in the future, or you're bringing something within yourself into a more balanced state of being, or into more harmony. Like I said, I feel like this could take a while. It could take also a time out that might be needed, especially with the Hermit showing up in the center. But then I do see there is a shift happening, and the Wheel of Fortune starts to bring things into motion again. And things will change, and there will be a positive change for you in the future. Let's see. What do we have for the past? Can we please clarify the past for the collective of Gemini? The Fox. Yeah, there is something. Okay, I feel like in this specific scenario, the Fox talks about something that wasn't quite right, something that was false. Maybe it can also talk about that. And this also refers to what we see here, right? So there's this blocking energy, something that isn't quite right. But I also feel like maybe you have been shy in the past, because the Fox is a very cautious, shy being. So I love foxes, by the way, and I don't like that they have this sly energy and this being the trickster energy a little bit. I do think they are a master of survival. So they are cautious, yes, but they aren't really mean. And I know we have this, what does he have here? I can't remember what the English word is here. He's taking the chicken and all of that, but he's not doing it out of a mean energy. He's doing it because he needs it for his survival. So he does not want any bad attentions on the owner of the chicken. He just needs to eat, which means basically that the energy of the Fox is someone who thinks about himself. And maybe it is time to think about yourself and what you individually feel like is the right thing, or what you need to maybe not survive, but to feel happy and successful and abundant. So that's an aspect that I see here in the past that happened. And it might be because of the energy of being shy and cautious, that again plays here into the same energies that I talked about earlier, that you might have been too shy to speak your truth, and that you felt like self-improvement is the way to go, because you can deal with that yourself. Because if you deal with it yourself, you don't need to deal with others, and you don't need to have the conflict with another person of standing up and saying, this is not right, or I don't like the way you treat me here. So there might have been this element of being shy and cautious, not speaking your truth, going rather into self-development. And again, like I said, I'm not saying anything against self-development, but there is a toxic aspect to this as well. And with the Devil here, I feel like that has happened. Let's have a look into the present. What energy do we get for the present, for March, for the collective of Gemini? The book, self-discovery, that's what I'm getting here for you. You are learning. It might be that writing, reading, learning, or teaching is something that you do here as well, and which is part of your strength and of creating abundance here. The Empress is a very fertile energy, so it might be that you are pregnant or go in Germany we say we go pregnant with something. I don't know if you say the same thing in English, but it basically means that you have an idea and you're pregnant with the idea, and then you birth the idea at some point. So that could mean something as well, that through this isolation energy you find your creative spirit and want to create and give birth to something. That could be the case. But with the book, it feels like you're diving deeper into some knowledge, you're learning something, you're discovering something. And that might simply be about yourself. Let's have a look into the future. Can we get a clarification for the future energies for Gemini? And the Rider. Things will start moving again. It might be that there's an important message coming in, or an important meeting, an important visit. And maybe that is what will change something here, because there is some sort of insight, like I said, that you are going to have, and then things will start to move and start moving forward. There's, again, also with the Rider, some movement here coming. Maybe, like I said, through a message or a visit. For some of you, it could mean moving houses or taking a day trip, being active. There's also a message here for the cards. So maybe you feel like now it's a time to be active. I've stayed enough in my home. I've withdrawn enough. Now it's time that I get onto the horse again and get active and do what I really like to do and what I love to do. Let's finish the reading with a message from the Monologe Oracle deck. It's a manifestation deck from the Monologe cards. I have 2 different decks. Please, can we get another message for Gemini, please? Oh, wow. This is interesting because for some reason 2 cards are always coming out since, I don't know, all the time already. Trust the universe is your first message. And the other one is embrace the flow of life. Yeah, I do feel both is really like about trusting your path, that you are walking here on this earth, being in the flow, realizing when there are blockages, and seeing where you can maybe let go something in order to be in the flow of life again. Trust the universe. It's a beautiful message here for you. I hope you resonate with the reading. If so, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Sending you so much love. Bye.